Hello everyone, welcome again to our channel. It's yet another good time that we are meeting here in our online channel, yet to discuss another video from us. And in this time, we are going to discuss and share with you some of the testimonies from Dv2025 selectees from Nairobi Embassy, Kenya, who managed to transfer their cases to other embassies before they were locked up in Nairobi or before they became current. This is a testimony of a Dv 2025 selectee, case number 28,000 from Uganda, who was to be interviewed in Nairobi Embassy, Kenya. As a Ugandan, there is no Dv interviews which are being conducted from Kampala. So this guy, he applied for Dv 2025 on 13th October 2023 as a single applicant, and it was his first attempt in the Dv program. He submitted his DS260 form in June 23rd, 2024. This guy was able to unlock his DS260 form on the 10th of February 2025, only 2 days before the next visa bulletin was published, with the cutoff numbers AF 30,000. And this was April 2025 visa bulletin, narrowly surviving being locked up in Nairobi Embassy, Kenya. After observing other performing embassies around Africa, he decided to update his present address in the DS260 form, that is from Uganda, to a new address in Cotonou, Benin, and then he submitted his DS260 form on the 28th of February 2025. Then he immediately wrote to KCC requesting them to update his information about his new address and the change of interview location from Nairobi, Kenya to Benin. KCC responded after days saying they had updated the information as per the new address and as per the request. He became current in the April 2025 visa bulletin and was scheduled for visa interviews on the 7th of May 2025. For Ugandan citizen, it is visa free to enter into the Republic of Benin, and vice versa. We have citizens of Benin coming to Uganda and the citizens of Uganda going to Benin on a visa-free entry, unlike other countries. So after his interviews got scheduled, he booked for a round-trip air ticket to Benin and back to Uganda. So he advises here that for those who want to transfer their cases, it's good to look for performing embassies that does not require visa entry. The round-trip air ticket to Benin cost him about $1,200 at the time he was doing the transfer. He went to Benin early because the medical report there takes time to come out. It takes at least 3 weeks, so he did not want to be put in administrative processing AP because of the delayed medicals which were to be sent to the embassy. So he stayed in Benin for 1 month and 2 weeks, and he was saying that it is very expensive at that time staying in Benin for 1 month, 2 weeks. He stayed in an apartment and was paying rent daily. Plus, he needed some money for food and some local travel. The issue about residence permit as a requirement for the Dv2025 interview, he says he was not asked for the same. So he says that some countries may ask for the residence permit, but others will not ask for that for you to attend the visa interviews. Now let's move to the day of the interview. His visa interview appointment, according to the second notification letter, was on 7th May 2025 at 10 a.m. He arrived at the U.S. Embassy in Cotonou, Benin at 9:30 a.m. and the security officers were acting all tough and asking why and what he was doing around the embassy premises, but he told them he had come for the Dv2025 visa interview appointment at 10 a.m. After checking his name against their list, they told him to enter and go through the first security check. After the second security check inside the embassy, he was given the Dv2025 checklist to make sure that he had arranged all his documents, both originals and the copies, in the order they wanted. Although he had arrived at 9:30 a.m., there were about 15 other DV applicants ahead of him. When his turn was reached, the security officer inside signaled him to go to the first counter, where he handed his documents, and he was told to go pay $330 interview fees. After paying the interview fees, he went back to counter number 1, where he had handed over his documents. The officer there asked him which country he was coming from and why he was not having a police clearance from Benin, but he answered he had only stayed in Benin for just 1 month, 10 days. After waiting for 15 minutes, the security officer again signaled him to go back to counter number 2 for the interview. And this is how the interview went. Consular officer, good morning. He replied, good morning, sir. Consular officer, where is the police clearance from Benin? He replied, sir, I'm a Ugandan and I've been here for 1 month, 10 days. Consular officer, okay. He again asked me to complete the details of my email address while he was looking at the computer, which he was able to give as it was provided in the DS260. Then the consular officer continued to examine his original documents, including the serial numbers, along with the certified copies of the originals. And he then told him to go back and sit until they call him again. After 30 minutes, he was called again by the security officer to go back to counter number 2, but this time round he met a different consular officer who spoke with a deep American accent, unlike the first one who spoke with a French accent. And by this time, it was already midday, and everyone had left, including some couple who were denied their visas. Consular officer, can you raise up your hand above your head and make sure that you are going to give or to tell us the truth and nothing but the truth? Consular officer, what's your name? He replied, I'm so and so. Consular officer, are you married? He replied, no, I'm single. Do you have any children? He replied, no, sir, I'm single and alone. Consular officer, where are you going to live in the United States? He replied, Arizona. Consular officer, I'm meant to understand that you did your master's degree in the United States. Is that one correct? He replied, no, sir. My master's degree was done from Sweden, but I had come to the United States at the Biodesign Institute at Arizona State University for my master's degree thesis. Consular officer, okay, I'm going to approve your visa. Then he handed back his original documents along with the green paper, and the consular officer said, please do not make any travel plans until you get your visas back. Consular officer continued saying, this is the easiest interview, and for visa, a Dv2025 visa, this has been my easiest that I've encountered for the whole day. So he left the embassy saying thank you, and he walked out of the embassy with a smile. So this is how the interview went for this guy who transferred his case from Kenya to Benin, even though he was a Ugandan. So guys, that is how it goes. Make sure you share and like our videos. Bye bye. See you in our next video.